Call was born ready. Okay. Well, this is different.
Call, sweetie. See that big magna-locked door up ahead?
Oh, wait a second.
On the other side. Could you be a darling and find a way to disable all those locks? One down.
I can't shoot the others from here, can I? Oh. Okay. Ah. All right.
Figure it out. The security console seems Call, I'm impressed. How did you figure that out?
Point and click.
All right then. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just here. Oh. Oh. Hmm. All right. Now we're cooking with ass, dude. Can I shoot those from here? No, that's not like... Okay, I see. I see. I see. I see. Is that useful? Was that useful? I do wish this thing would move just a smidge fucking faster, though. That would be kind of cool. All right, I think I gotta go somewhere else. What is that all about? Okay, let's see. Fuck. Fuck. All right. Nice. Okay, what did that do though? Fucking fuzzy on my nose. Better check on my YouTube chat real quick. I always need to make sure I do this before I start really. I'll do it later. Actually, I'll do it real quick. I don't really care. Let's see. Sometimes it's broken. More often than not, it is. Hello. Boink. Pin that ass. All right. Yep. It's all good. It has been working rather consistently lately. I'm pretty happy about it. If I'm being honest. What do we have here?
To dust now.
Hmm. Uh-oh. Is he gonna go tell on me?
Find peace.
Huh. Okay. Let me see about getting the rest of these locks. Looks like homie just ran away. Didn't go tell anybody. Huh? Hmm. Oh wait, now I can hit that other thing, can't I? Okay. Oh, I just have to turn all the way around. Can you? Oh my god.
Just one more.
Okay. That one goes somewhere over this way. You know, I wonder if the one of the first cameras I used can see it now that I moved that cargo. I wonder if there's a gene stamp down here. Really? There's not? Okay. Yeah, there might be up here, though. Oh, cool. Seems like there was one.
Goodbye, brother.
Makes me wonder if I wasn't looking at the other one guy quite the right angle. My fucking ass is gonna go back and check. Alright, no, it does not look like I can. Not just missing it. Alright, cool, cool. I feel good about it now.
Detecting a veiled Solaris worker. Call, try your new contraption. 20 credits as it rips his head off.
Call got this.
Oh. Oh, there's Chipper.
20 credits!
What the bloody hell? You planet!
Go wait by ship.
You with the face like a rotten dog. That thing on your wrist's a mucking prick, you weapon. Give me 10 minutes with it, and you're less likely to deglove someone's head with it. Oh, fine.
Alright, and I don't want to fight things, right? So how do I get next to that MOA? I guess I just get next to him. Ah, there it is. Okay. Oh, my original camera's in here. Please don't see me and shit. Okay, cool. All right, then.
You're done. Time to go through, Call.
Sneak, sneak, sneak. Smart.
What in the fuck is that guy in front of me doing? Why is he spazzing out like that? Look at him. Oh shit. Nicole, let's go. Okay. Cool. Oh shit, there's even more. Ugh.
Inside. Now what?
The fun part. Find the production controls.
Oh shit, that guy's gonna fucking turn around and come back down, isn't he?
And here's where the evil's made. Now the tricky part. Call, I need you to rekey the boot sequence. Do that, and I'll have a split second during reboot to inject my sabotage instructions. Hurry!
Call, not understand.
Look around. Do you see anything that could tell you the key sequence?
Oh my gosh. I don't see anything. Huh. Okay. Why'd they go back up? What was the point of that? Activate drone? Oh. Okay. Okay, I see. Huh. All right. So we need to do this. Does that mean it's the same thing? I did that other symbol wrong. That's not what that is. Okay. Oh shit. No, I did it right. Did I? I have no clue. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, that looks right. So that's that. Did they all change? No. So what? What do? I mean, the symbols aren't all going to be that, right? Okay. Move that left. I don't really think much changes there. Okay, my trouble is I can see the other symbols, but there's no way that they are all that. Like that one's that one, and that one's that one. And those, my only concern is that all the emblems showed that until I made it show me something else. So I'm curious if I need to do something else. Because I'm not sold that those symbols were already right and that I only had to change 2. Well, I mean, that one, I don't know if I changed that one or not. I don't really know. I don't know, dude. Let's send it.
Well done, Carl. Now to make some noise. They have to think this is a raid. That way, they won't suspect tinkering. Marking weapons locker. You're gonna need a gun.
New gun. Call like.
Call. Deacons are hunting you. But your tinkering just got me access to this facility's automatic plasma torch. It'll melt anything, including deacons. Grab a target marker.
Why is she gotta talk like that? Grab a target marker. Rude. Okay. Oh wait, do I just need to go, like literally go grab it? Okay. I just need to like literally go grab it.
Great. Now you just show me where to shoot. I'll try not to singe your eyelashes.
Bro, Daughter and Call got some stuff going on. How do I like mark this? I can't damage them, can I? Oh, this is a problem. Oh my god.
Deacon Scoom can die.
Escape? All right, I'm down. I would love to escape. I love that my colors all changed. I don't know what happened. I turned on my PlayStation the other day and it was like, adjust your brightness. And I was like, okay, you fucking say so. You know, I bet stock is important and I bet I will regret not picking it up. But yeah, it's funny how like 130 meters doesn't mean shit when you have a Warframe. But when you're a regular ass dude,
Call? Something big is coming your way.
Armor Skydo Arachnoid? Oh, jeez. Am I sure I can handle it? Mission failed.
Got them.
All right, bitch. Stay still.
I really felt that.
Hey, 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 hey. Get him! That was close.
Weak machine.
No, dude, that's not a weak machine. It almost fucked you.
Don't suspect.
All right, get me out of here. I'm probably gonna regret not like completing that objective. Okay, so stock is for that stuff. Got it. Okay. Let's see here then. So what can fuck you? I hate Drifter's Camp, bro. Chipper's here now. Rank up encampment.
Brother. Solaris.
Choose.
There. Call find stuff. Chipper hands stuff out. Chipper tough like Grenier, but not as Tenno. Good
I can do it again. Next mission in. Oh, okay, gotcha. I see. So I can probably do that. I can probably. Got it, got it, got it. Okay.
How do handles Chipper? Carl says you're a good sort. Like Stimmers too what bold, but you don't kill as many people as he has without learning a little something about human nature. So, guns, bits and pieces. I also do mods. Did all my own, actually.
Wait, this dude has guns?
The deck when a fella's got a perfectly good workshop and a handsaw lying around. Neighbours did not like the screaming, not one bit, let me tell you. Tell you how I got my head off sometime. There's a story. Anyway, what can I get you for?
All right, Chipper. Browse wares. What do you got?
Can only give you what I've got in stock.
Styanax?
Depend on how well old Carl
Cool.
and his imaginary girlfriend do on his little outings. Good week, lots of stock. Lots of stock. You're all
I
right.
actually think that's pretty cool.
What you need.
I think. Yeah, that's pretty dope.
You having a go? Here's something.
Status effects from abilities that deal heat damage will be applied twice. 45% ability range. Abilities that deal electricity damage restore 2 energy over a second. Hey, hold the fuck up. How is that not like way better than stretch
Special orders, princess.
on like Wisp, Vault? Wow. Okay. Restoring health with abilities grants 30% ability strength for 10 seconds. I'm not going to make that one work. See here. Abilities that inflict a toxin status will also apply a corrosive status effect. Okay. Enemies killed by cold abilities have 10% chance to drop an energy orb. So, Arcane Stretch seems very nice. Well, he doesn't have as much as I was hoping he would have, if I'm being real with you. Okay. Well, I feel like I did a thing, so I am leave. Okay. Oh, wait. That's right. This is like, can't leave here. This is somewhere to be. But I will be returning to my back room. You know, I had somebody in my chat yesterday that did not know, what do you call it? That you could go to the back room. They're like, how did you get your order to look like that?
I downloaded us a movie for later. Wanna chill?
All right, what do we got? MR? Rivens?
Internet and I found this website with a few images that gave me some ideas for...
There's definitely a pain in the ass riven in here somewhere, isn't there? Oh, I have a... Let's see. Kill 5 enemies with headshots. I don't know if I can handle that one. Pistol riven. Unveil. What do we got here? Twin Vipers? Meh. Not that bad, but not meh. Okay. Can't really handle that many more rivens, dude. I only met 37 out of 51.
Tidy space, tidy mind.
Oh, I haven't done this yet? Forma times 3 would be real cool. Alright, let's do the Archon hunt. Where are you? Dual quotas, please. There you are. Give me this. Let's go. Requires a rank 30 Warframe. I should probably have Dante to 30 before I go doing stuff. Where is Dante at? Well, there's always looking here. 18? Alright. No biggie. That also requires rank 30 Warframe, doesn't it? Let's do some Samini.
Each enemy is more powerful than before. Only with true mastery of the Tenno arsenal will you succeed.
We are ready in reinforcements. Keep fighting, Tenno.
Alright, let's go. What up? What up, Viper? How you doing? Dude, they don't stand like any chance of destroying that thing. They do damage so slow. Well, they are slowed too. It's going pretty good. It's morning more or less for me, but going well. Fucking still a ton of snow outside. It's really neat to look at because I haven't had this much snow in years, like years, many years, since we've had more than just a few inches of snow here. Yay, somebody else joined. I shall give you overguard, teammate. I just got Dante as well. So, I'm gonna get him to 30, do the Archon hunt with him. It's got to be like an augment for this to make this a little less ridiculous to just repeatedly cast. I think I need a little... it won't scale off of strength, will it? And it might scale off your armor rating. I don't know. Nautilus Prime has a shitload of overguard. That's nice. Wait, okay. Thought that dude was that Eximus was a summon for a second. Nice. Rude. Uh-oh. Please don't hit me. Wait, when your overguard breaks, doesn't it shield gate for a moment? I wonder. Extract? Alright. Dante to like 24. Yeah.
Unless you can handle more of the enemy.
Need a little more than that. Need a little more. Wait. How's that still not 30? What the fuck ever, dude? I don't believe it.
vehement, their focus impressive. Give them a warrior's death.
Hopefully somebody will join. I'll stack up some Overgarden.
We are readying reinforcements. Keep fighting, Tenno.
That'll do it. That'll be fine. I don't need that much. I should put secondary merciless on these. I might be using innervate. I don't know what I'm using on these. Little help from Clem never hurt. Oh, shooting Clem. Clem. Good shit. Helicopter, Clem. Is he on here with me? Oh, he's just following. He's chasing along. Bro, you could have taken the ride with me. I guess I could have casted this a few times too, huh? Reload, reload. Ah, yeah. Clem. Clem. Okay, every time I hear Clem. Clem, handle it. Get him, Clem. Get him, get him. What are you doing, Clem? Alright, Clem. I'll handle it. Fired, Clem. Whoa. You're not fired. You've just got a teammate now. Whoa. Hell yeah, dude. Can I just, like, line up right here and... Okay. Dual Coda Toxicas for the win, dude. So much fucking fun to use. Clem. Clem sounds like he's in some shit. Clem. What are you doing? A little longer.
Choose to leave now or continue fighting. Keep fighting. Another opportunity to extract will appear soon.
Nice. Does Clem get overguard too? Yeah, I gave Clem hello overguard. Wow. That's fucking dope, dude. And Nautilus? I'm assuming I gave it to my, like, Eximus ally too. Wait, does this just, like, nuke everything? Seems like it could. Fuck. May have just heard my dog being ready to get up and come out. Alright, you guys gotta start resting in pepperonis. Holy cow. I am getting shreked right now, dude. Oh my god. Fucking galvanized mods. Taking a minute to stack up there. Alright, progress. Making progress. Are they actually gonna kill that thing? Not a chance, right? Okay, now we just gotta basically nuke him. We'll be fine. Where'd you go? Alright, cool. Let's take a moment and gather up a little bit of overguard before I progress to the next round. Just a wee bit of overguard would probably help quite a lot. Bring Clem back. Let the cryopod heal. It like literally doesn't feel like my affinity booster's working. Alright, looks like I'm at the cap. Alright. Warframe cryopod, huh? So there's a Warframe asleep in there? All of my overguard went bye-bye so fast. Guess this would be better if there was shared affinity. That's probably why it's going slower than it feels like it usually does. Pretty sure I usually get shared affinity in this. I don't normally have to do this solo for more than a couple of rounds. Well, that's not very nice, is it? As good as dual codas are, I really wish I had Trumna right now. Why are you so fucking tanky, dude? Can you not? Where's your crit spot, you bitch? Melody-da. Oh, they might destroy that cryopod. Hold on a second. Can I save it? We might be out of here. Oh, there it goes. It's restoring. It's toast. It's toast. Oh my gosh. This is insane. I'm out of ammo. Okay. Yeah, that was coming. Oh my gosh, and nothing ranked up because I
If you can't hear a balloon pop from the mall,
Mm.
think of what they can't hear from us in here.
Mm. Mm. Okay. Okay.
You can hear the Hellmanth too, right? Not just me. Does it ever sleep?
Let's do this. Let's. There's so many guns now. What use? I can probably leave that as it is.
There's so much gold in here. Let's pretend we're wrong.
Except I hate that when those clip through her butt. Fuck that. I don't feel like adjusting them either. I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna hop right in that shit. Right in.
Zul's Archons is to upload me to Narmer's systems. I shall be strong where he was not.
Helicopter, helicopter.
I must do this. Forgive me.
Oh, that didn't go quite like I had anticipated.
Upload me and prepare to defend. I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment.
Okay.
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
Wow.
One wisdom.
Stay focused.
Holy
There's a
fucking
heavy
damage.
approaching.
First on Incarnate is so broken, dude.
We are finished here. Move on.
Oh, this way. Where am I going?
Location reached.
Hey,
Drop me in and defend our position. I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment.
I'm in, Tenno.
C'est fini.
I don't think I'm really gonna get a chance to fucking shoot stuff.
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
Noise.
May Luan's soul guide you.
Nice. Really, 2 bursts of a headshot, and I already have it back. Holy crap, dude!
Keep moving.
I love this gun. Defend.
Tenno.
I will. I will defend.
Here is a terminal. Get me in.
Oh, dude, you're all good. It ain't no thing.
While I breathe, heresy suffocates.
How you doing this morning, Seer? You ready to fucking party, bro? Money. Here comes money. Money, 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 money.
The unclean are upon us. Allons-y.
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
You know, Bursting Incarnate is one of those things that you hear everybody be like, yeah, once you use it, you never go back. And then you finally use it and you're like, oh my god. What the fuck is this? I've had the Incarnate for a long time. I just like upgraded the other ones first. Let me in. Okay. Where am I going? Still very tired. Yeah, I hear you there. I could probably go back to sleep.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Oh. Hell yeah. Do. Oh, yeah. I just now decided to take the day off from work. Hell yeah, dude. Wait, are you not, like, snowed in? I mean, I know that not everybody is, but a lot of fucking people are right now. I'm sure we've talked about this before. I'm sure you told me that you don't live there before. Or something. Who knows? Pew! I guess this is my job. You having a blast over there, kitty? He went, fucking looked at me, dude. Puerto Rico. Ooh. Yeah, if there was ever snow in Puerto Rico, there might be some calamities that have occurred, right? Like, there was snow in Texas a few times over the last couple of years, which is even pretty weird, I guess. Or not Texas, sorry, the Caribbean. I think it was a couple of years ago. I heard there was snow there, and everybody was like, what the fuck is this? Which makes, you know, total sense. You know those places, if it could snow there, they would get like 400 feet of snow. So I guess it's pretty, I guess it's balanced. Because you know that tropical rain comes in so often that if it ever had a chance to freeze or turn into snow, I mean, it would just be, it would be a lot, right? I don't know what would happen. What would happen? Would tropical rain still occur as often if it was that cold? I'd love to know. I'm too stupid to know, naturally. All of the abilities. Well. Dude, even the regular version of Burst On does plenty of damage. Yeah, that's kind of the crazy thing about like infrastructure things, like places that are built for earthquakes makes a difference. You know what I mean? So like when places experience disasters that they're not common. What did I just get? Vengeful Revenant. Stance hate, dread, despair. Oh shit. And I bet it would be like, you know how there's like memes about the Midwest, how everybody went and bought like 40 gallons of milk and a whole bunch of toilet paper to deal with this like snow problem. And it's like, how disconnected are you where you think that like milk, toilet paper, milk and toiletries are like the things that you're going to need. Like, you go to the grocery store, there was like plenty of canned food, plenty of dry foods, plenty of cereals, grains, rice, wheat. There was plenty of wheat. There was plenty of shit that was actually necessary. Like powdered milk. There was an infinite amount of powdered milk left. Stuff that actually matters. Like they didn't buy any of it. I mean, I know you can freeze milk, but that's like the worst storage space in your freezer. You don't need that. Some is fine, but get some potatoes, some onions. There's some vegetables out there that can stay good for a really, really, really long time. Notably, onions, of course vegetables, onions and potatoes specifically can stay good for a very long time. Other stuff too, but like really, onions and potatoes are cool. Like you can store them for a long time, especially if you manage your storage well, because the reason potatoes rot isn't like just because they're old. Like rot begets rot in the food world or in vegetables. That gas, like that, whenever they start decomposing, they let off like a hot gas type of shit. And that hot gas causes decomposition process to speed up quite a lot across the rest of them. So that's why whenever you see like a nasty bag of potatoes, there's like a fucking bunch of nasty potatoes in there. And like, it's why like small amounts can ruin batches. And the high quality potato places, like of course they're fucking like literally all in Idaho. But like the better ones, the better rated ones, it's like very clear that they spent no time near it. You know what I mean? Good morning. What up, Big Pimpin'? I am just doing Archon Hunt and whatever else happens, I guess. Still kind of grinding MR, but I'm not like just running Dark Sector missions for it right now or anything. Yep. Still just enjoying this fucking snow. Even though it didn't, like, of course, you know, within a few months of me not having a job anymore, like I'm stay-at-home dad now. Of course I don't get like time off work for the snowstorm. You know what I mean? Where the hell is that sentient core at? Oh, I grabbed it at some point. And this was like, being a stay-at-home dad was never, I mean, it's something like everybody wishes they could do, right? So it's not like I can sit there and be like, oh, I never wanted this. I never like anticipated that this could possibly happen. So it was like not even something I daydreamed about. But the money I made as a chef and the money my partner makes as a photographer is like, it made so much sense for me to just quit my fucking job. And there's a long story behind me quitting my job too. It wasn't just so simple. They were supposed to really make things work, and then they really fucking didn't. My family owns a business, and some years ago, or I don't really know where this fucking thought/story should begin, but on the last stretch of me working for them, so it's a restaurant, and I've worked amongst quite a few different restaurants in my career, and most of the people that work for my parents have only ever worked for my parents. They only have like one restaurant experience. It's a small town, et cetera, et cetera. And I come back to them, and I have a skill set that is like, I'm qualified as a chef, and they don't even have a chef on their roster. Like, that's not even something they hire. They don't even get people, like, people don't even say herd in their building. It really was like a slumming it situation, right? Like, I was extremely fucking overqualified to be working for them doing that simple of food shit. But I cared about it. I was personally invested. So I started coming in at like 4 or 5 in the morning, and I would come in with a list or, you know, a notepad, and I would write down what was low, what needed to be done, what needed to be done tomorrow morning, what needed to be done this morning. And then I would go over to the whiteboard, and I would write down everything that I came up with that needed to be done. So everybody came in, nobody was looking for what they should do and just guessing. Everybody had a list. Everything started going really smooth. I started making big changes like that. And then one day, my boss, my mom, was just like, yo, I can't justify paying you to come in that early. I don't think it makes any sense. And like every single employee was just like, yo, dude, this is amazing. Like everything's going so well. And it was so fucking out of touch for my boss to be like, yeah, this doesn't work for us. Like this isn't, I don't, man, you're gonna have to quit doing that. And literally every other motherfucker in the building is like, whatever you are doing, it is magical. I was like, I'm just preparing. I am just preparing. And it baffles me that not one person in this building likes to do this. Nobody likes to write down what we need to do today. They just like to fucking hope that you can look and see it. And of course, like people are smart enough to look and see, but you just remove margin for error when you write things down. And you also make more space in your head whenever you don't keep recipes in your head and you don't keep what needs to be done going on up here. You just write down, follow the fucking par sheet, man. Well, anywho, so a bunch of stuff like that happened, right? Like I put in a lot of effort. It was not only appreciated, but it annoyed people. It annoyed my bosses. They didn't like me doing that well. One of them really loved it. Let me walk that back. My dad was like, yo, everything's getting done. This is fucking great. I don't have to work very much. Yeah, that's the thing. That's like, if I'd taken that skill, I literally actually did take that skill set somewhere else and they were in love with me. And I, eventually went back to my parents because that place went through their own hardships and had to close one of their concepts. So they had a lot of employees that had been there longer than me. I couldn't stay. But yeah, it makes perfect sense, right? Like it is a very good thing to do. It helped everybody out. My cohorts would show up to work and be like, what do I need to do? That's what I need to do. All right, I'm done. And then they would be done and have extra time. And then they would do busy work. And they would do like extra cleaning. Like it was overall a really good improvement. But they told me like, hey, literally she said to me, I can't justify paying you to come in at 5 a.m. anymore. And I said, okay. And in that same day, she made a complaint that somebody needed to start, like they needed to quit depending on one person to make everything. And I'm like, how does this make any fucking sense? You telling everybody to quit depending on me, but then you told me to quit coming in for it. So I did. I quit doing it for them. And things got, like worse and worse. And it kind of just always had that taste to it. Like it was never, it was always fucked up like that. But towards the end, right, I start getting told like, hey, I know you don't get paid very much. I was like $1,000 more than it. I was like $1,500 or $2,000 below the poverty line. That's how much money I made for them. Not very much. So my dad says, he's like, yo, we're going to sell. And when the new owners show up, you and he was talking to me and one of my coworkers that were really close at the time. And me and him worked really well as a team. We had very good chemistry. We both had lots of skill in the things that we were doing. Anyways, my dad told us, he was like, so I can't really promise you anything right now in terms of like money, raise, or a different salary. He said, but once there's a new owner, they're going to depend on you two. They're going to and we're going to work a deal with them where they put you two on salary. And you guys will make a high salary and, things get a lot better. And then he said the famous words, but I'm going to give you a little something right now to keep you happy and make you stay. Spoiler alert, he didn't give me a raise. Didn't get one. And I actually had to all the way until the new owners showed up. Here's where this story turns into one of my most vindicating things that's ever happened to me. My parents are ready to retire. They've owned the restaurant for nearly 2 decades, and it's about time to call it, like they're tired. So they get the former owner's son to buy the restaurant, and me and him have a long sit-down talk. And he says to me, he opens the conversation up. He said, are you happy? I said, no, bro. Everybody here sucks at this job. They need extra training. This is terribly managed establishment. I have one of my bosses telling me not to bother putting labels on things. There's been 0 meetings in the history of this entire restaurant. We've never had a fucking sit down talk before or after a shift, or before a week or after a week, or at the end of the month or end of the year. We don't have meetings. We don't, like, we are literally a puzzle that has been thrown on the ground, and you will not let me put it back together. You will not, like, they will not let me assemble this puzzle and fix this fucking problem. I can turn this into millionaires, dude. I am a professional at restaurants. I've worked for a bunch of them. I have a great skill set for this. I told them I'm here because I'm loyal. I'm not here for the money. The money is garbage. So I also explained to him in the same breath, there is a 0% chance. Can I help you in Netracell? Possibly. Possibly. Oh, I guess I should have went this way. So anywho, I had that talk with him, and he explained, you know, what good would it do for me to raise your pay a whole big chunk and then the check bounce? And he said that to me, and I was immediately like flustered, because I know how much money my family business makes, and I know that you could literally give me like a $75,000 a year raise, and the business is going to be able to pay it. And it's not going to, you know what I mean? Like, it really offended me that he pretended like I had no fucking clue what this could possibly like cost, or how much the income was, or whether or not they could afford a good raise. So he said stuff like that, and it really put me off. And then he said that shit. He said the same shit my dad did. He said, I can't give you that big raise right now because I got to get a handle on everything, on all these finances. He said, but I'll give you a little something right now to keep you happy. So next paycheck comes, nothing. Next paycheck comes, nothing. So on the second paycheck where I got nothing, it was like I called it a day. I sent him a text message, and to summarize the text message, I was not rude, but I was very clear and direct about how I felt. I basically told him that you have to take this check back. You have to rewrite it. You have to backdate this shit and retroactively give me a raise of a lot, or I will not fucking come back. And he messaged me back at midnight that night, 5 or 6 hours after I fucking texted him. No biggie. And he said a lot of stuff about how I never told you I'd give you a raise, and da 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 da. It goes on and on, right? He goes to offer me a fucking $1. He offers me $1. A whole fucking extra $1 an hour. So I kind of just read that, and I'm like, okay, no. Me and my partner talked for about 30 seconds, and we decided that we were going to full send her photography business, and she was going to start booking over every single day that I was supposed to work. So I went into work the next day, and I told my boss, I said, hey man, I'm going to have to call it. We're done here. I don't care if you're mad, and it's not even up to me, because my partner is so pissed at you, and she's so done with you that she is vehemently against me working for you. And she has actually started booking her work days over mine. So there's a 0% chance I can work for you anymore, even if I wanted to. And he said, no hard feelings, no big deal. La da 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 da. Well, let's fast forward a couple of months. The new owner was in the middle of a purchase process, which, he has to show capabilities to run the restaurant, capabilities to buy it. When you get a small business loan, they don't just go, do you have the down payment? Cool. Do you make enough money every month? Cool. You can buy it. They put you in as like a proxy boss for 2 years, 2 fucking years. Usually they do this. I mean, if you have enough money to just buy the business, or you have a different, better reputation, you can probably just buy it. But typically, you have to pay the loan to the previous owners, or technically the current owners, for like 2 years, and then the bank will finance the rest. Well, he came off as such a not greedy guy. Like, he was supposed to be good, and then he ended up not being very good. But to continue, he did not succeed. The sale has fallen through, and my parents are stuck with the restaurant. And they have been trying to contact me for over a month. And I'm not interested because part of the conversation is going to be asking me to come back to work. And I don't want to have it. I never got the respect I deserved. I never got the pay I deserved. It's just barf. Big fucking barf. And then we quit. Our business pops the fuck off because we have enough time for it. And I'm over here like, best choice I've ever made. Literally the best choice I've ever made. And that other guy, he actually has another business he started before. And he maxed out his ability to borrow money trying to spruce up his other place that he bought before he tried to buy ours. And the doors are still not open on that one. It is still closed and under construction, and it has been closed and under construction for a couple of years now. Because he tried to buy it. He's been trying to open that place for a while before he opened or came to work with us. It still isn't working for him. And I feel like very vindicated about it because I'm just glad to see not a single fucking thing worked out for a single one of those fucking people. They are all either still stuck in their same loop, they're still stuck in the same hamster wheel they were stuck in, or their plans fell through and they regressed back to what they were doing before. All in the absence of me. Because a big part of what I did for the restaurant was like, I was a 40-hour, sometimes more, always there and always got certain things done. So, and I also, like, nobody there had a good attitude, so I played a huge role in keeping people's heads screwed on straight and, like, getting things done for people. To put it, like, most simply, when service staff would come to the kitchen and be like, hey, I have this problem, the kitchen would just fucking argue with them. They just start a fight. Like, hey, don't you think you should have fucking did this or did that or da-da-da-da-da? And they would just give them a hard time and make them fucking cry. Like, they were terrible people. They were all fucking horrible. They would just make the front of house staff fucking cry all the time. They'd be rude to them and hateful to them, and they would, like, set them up and to make them look stupid all the time. So whenever I started working there, the girls that worked out front and the guys that worked out front literally quit talking to any other kitchen staff entirely and would just run it through me. And that got pretty frustrating because at some point I was like, at what point am I not the only person doing favors for people up front because you guys can't fucking do them? You know, somebody would come back and, can I get a side of mayonnaise? And I would literally have a cook in the kitchen. You get it your fucking self. And he wouldn't be serious, but he would give them like a hard time and hope that they would actually get them themselves. And you know how many people I ran over that didn't belong in my kitchen space because they had to come get their own shit because they got tired of asking for their own shit? You know, it's not safe. If you work around people, like kitchen staff are all working around flame, fire, hot oil, sharp shit, extremely sharp shit. My knives are extremely fucking sharp. And then there's another person who's not a part of that work crew just in the middle of us all the time, all of a sudden. It doesn't work. They get ran over, they stand in the wrong place, they don't know what to do, when to do it. I don't know, just poorly ran. Poor fucking establishment. And it broke my heart for a long time to watch it because like I had the solution, right? Like I've made other restaurants succeed. I've been a part of a lot of successful ones. Whatever. I mean, it's their loss. I've made like 6 years of my salary since I quit. Or more. I think I've made more than that. just rent, like, we just leaned into photography and like space rental, because we have, like, we rent studios to people who need to take pictures and use the studio ourselves, obviously. Oh, I thought I picked up a fucking thing. Oh, great. Here we go. Can't pick anything up. There we go. Now I can. In Duviri, if you see how you'll have like orbs following you around, it'll fucking block you from picking stuff up. It'll make it harder. But you can get the orbs to go away more or less if you just spam some abilities. I wonder how this shit's gonna look and feel whenever Vauban Heirloom comes out. I'm crazy fucking stoked for Vauban Heirloom. He looks just so like menacing with the like the non-jacket look. He reminds me a lot of the look that Baldur from God of War had. Man, I kind of forgot to think about the hunts or whatever. Yeah, they do. There is like sayings about don't work with family, but you know, I've seen so many examples. I don't know if so many is right. I've seen a few really good examples of, like, my buddy and his dad worked together in a trash business, and they were a fucking a team to be reckoned with. I don't know how it went on the back end for them. Like, of course, I can't speak for like their private conversations and like how their private affairs went. You know what I mean? Like, they could have hated working with each other for all I know. But it went really well for them. And he ended up, like, selling the business to his kid for a pretty decent price and stuff. I don't think I know my family was just really, really fucking greedy. Like, really greedy. Like, it's bad. Like, and it's a little... Oh, wait. I'm supposed to throw this, not drop it off. It gets fucking a little worse too, because whenever they were interested in selling it, it makes sense and it tracks that they would want to sell their restaurant to their professional restaurateur son, right? That's like the difference in a good restaurant and a bad restaurant, is that, like, you either have a work environment where everybody is like at the utmost respectful. The best restaurant I've ever worked at was a place called Basque. It's closed now. But everybody was at the utmost respectful. They would refer to you as like sir, ma'am. Like, it was really clear that the chef had instilled like a very respect heavy establishment. Oh, yeah, no problem. No, I hear you. I don't take any, like, I don't feel dumb because you said that. But anywho, so I wanted to buy the restaurant, so having so many, peers in the restaurant industry, I reached out to a couple of the most professional guys I knew, and I said, listen, man, my parents want to sell their place. It actually comes at a pretty solid price for the business that it does. Would you like to have a conversation about buying it? And 2 or 3 of the guys that I talked to said yes before they even had a chance. I even had a chance to finish the sentence. So we started talking with them, and one of the guys works at like a Christmas restaurant, which basically they spend like $1 million a year decorating every year. So he only has to work like 4 months a year. The rest of the year is really relaxed for him. So I think that's why he ended up not really pushing forward very much. But I ended up pulling him in. None of how I got the team together is important. What's important is that I got a legitimate restaurant group together. 3 chefs plus myself. And we had the money between the 4 of us to come up with the like 10% SBA loan. And we were going to go start, a restaurant group. We were going to go start ourselves a little company where the 4 of us had a name and yada, yada, yada. Then word got to me that my mom refused to be a part of any sale in which I was a part of, or any deal that I was on. She told my dad, who told my coworker, she refused. And then I had that suspicion confirmed. My dad told me the same thing, that, if it wasn't for her standing in the way, they could have sold it to me. So that's another point that makes me feel very vindicated. Her refusal to sell to me is why she's still stuck there. I don't know. I try not to, like, talk about that stuff a bunch, but it is also, like... I don't want to be like, I need to talk about it. Like... That shit doesn't really hurt me that bad. It just makes me feel annoyed. I'm like, why would you guys be so stupid? How do you have a golden egg, like a cash cow golden egg, and then you just fucking walk them out the door like that? Doesn't make any sense. Got a super experienced dude in your building, and you just treat him like trash. And there was another guy that worked for them that was from fine dining as well, who was extremely talented. And they kind of gave him the same treatment. Like his complaints landed on deaf ears and shit. Yeah, it is pretty satisfying. I don't feel great saying that it makes me feel bad to say that I feel good about it. But on the other hand, I'm like, I don't know. Vindicated is definitely the right word for how I feel. Because I'm like, see? I told you, motherfuckers. You should have listened to me. You should have let me do it. You should have followed my lead. And now look, this is my job now. This is what I do now. I do this and I hang out with my kid. So without that, this situation would have never happened either. So like, I'm extremely thankful that they were so terrible. I don't feel bad about being right. I feel bad because I feel good about being right. If that makes any sense. But it's also like it's like really... I don't know how any individual people can make so many choices and not understand like what the worst part is that nobody's said anything yet. Nobody has like apologized, right? Like there's a lot of apologies that are missing. And if I had enough time to like explain those, like every fucking thing that I'm waiting on an apology from them, it's like, ugh. It's not that I need closure. I just need people to stop pretending like they didn't fuck it up. You know what I mean? You got a good point. They did literally every bit of it to themselves. And I don't know if you can really quantify what they've done as like betrayal, but I think you can put it in line with it. Because I mean, who like walks behind their son's back that way and says stuff like that? Not to mention that like my mom has spent the better half of 20 years literally walking around to every relative we have saying the worst shit about me. And to me. She's literally never said a nice thing to me. So, I mean, she's actually my stepmom, so that probably tracks, but never said a nice thing to me or about me and always judged me and shit. I had some colorful pants on. She like looked, I can't fucking take you seriously with those on, all like mad, like just stuff like that. Just a constant hater. And she would like if I started dating a girl and she knew her, like I'm like a 30-year-old dude now, right? Anytime I start dating a girl, my mom is like in her ear, taking her on a shopping trip. Like, do you know what he was like when he was 17? Do you know how he was? And like, she totally forgets to like spell out the fact that I got cheated on in my first 2 relationships, which traumatized the fuck out of me and turned me into an asshole at 17. Totally doesn't mention that like at all. She just mentions that I was not the best man when I was like 17 years old. And I'm telling you, she tells them like it's fucking clockwork. She's like, as soon as I start talking to a girl, she's like, let's go shopping and let me tell you everything bad he's ever done. That just doesn't like, it doesn't sit right with me, because if I were to like tell people the things my mom has done, she would have a knock at her door. And I'm not saying she's like a super criminal who's murdered people. You know what I mean? I'm just saying like she would have a knock at her door. Guaranteed. And it's not like I'm like withholding information or like not reporting a crime. It's nothing like that. There's just some money that a piece of our government would really like to have. Or at least I'm sure there is. Snag this.
We don't pay for internet, right?
Where go? No, you don't. You don't mess with the IRS. And the IRS is kind of funny because, like, you can kind of fuck around, right? But you really don't want to. Because sometimes they're like, if you're a small guy running a small business and you don't file your taxes for like 5 years, they may never talk to you. You know? I know some people who haven't filed their taxes in years, and they should. It's not like they're just an individual working a job. They just like keep accepting money for what they're doing and keep trucking along. A sniper rifle? You know what? I think I'll keep working on Duviri. I usually like to get this out of the way early in the week. Yeah. Yeah. If you make enough money, it's like there is probably somebody specifically designed to work for you, your case. And it's not like it's like one person for you. It's like one person who manages like probably too big of a workload, if we're being honest. But yeah, once you get out of that, like you just have a couple deductions and just have a couple of things, you know, once you're out of that, then they start to pay attention to you. But before then, man, they don't give a fuck. And even when they do care, if you do end up behind on your taxes and fucking them off, they'll usually just be like, look, we'll scratch them up a bit. Can you make some payments? Because they don't really care about they don't care about your like $1,700 this year. You know what I mean? They're not tripping over that. And a lot of the time, shit like that is a mistake more than it is malicious. But let me tell you, this year is going to be quite different, because as a small business owner on my taxes, we're looking good. We actually have a lot of fucking expenses this year that we spent. So, you know what that means, right? more expenses, more write-offs, and they're the good ones too. It's not like we're just over here like, yeah, we spent a bunch of money. Like, no, we kept track. We kept good track, and we spent where we were recommended to spend in a lot of things. So I'm pretty sure we've like exceeded our amount possibly owed by quite a lot. This is going to be my first year doing taxes as an individual who needs like an accountant and somebody who makes this kind of money. Because I mean, like we make a lot of money, but it's like, of course, we're not paying taxes on a paycheck right now because it's shit we own. But I mean, according to our accountant, we're in a really fucking fantastic situation. Especially during the first year, because we started both of these businesses this year, or both of them this year. And they both had expenses to start, so that's a good thing. If I remember right, I didn't really care for the Onos and Karnan. Wasn't it kind of meh? Okay. Give me the fucking... Alright, Onos, what you like? Oh yeah, it like charges up, right. Wait, does this beam cook people? Oh, like when it's charging? It looks like it does. I don't like the way that works, though. I think it's like... I don't know. I think they should have gave the tracking projectiles and higher fire rate than charge bubble. I don't care for charge bubble. Okay, electric. Where? Huh? Rude? Does Onos explode on impact? Does it knock me back? No? Okay.
Gas. The ephemeral elemental force is created by combining heat and toxin.
Not gonna lie, I still don't totally understand Nyx's abilities. Like, I kind of get him, especially, like, I get her ult, but... I mean, this is kind of like, duh, but still. Hmm. Wait, does that knock me back? Fuck, I did not pick up an M4. Oh my gosh. Let me pick one up. Thank you. Nice. We've done it again. This is... So we did 6 figures this year too. And it is the first time in my life that I've even done over... I had a really good year when I was working as a mechanic. I was getting like 10% labor and commission, or 10% labor, 10% parts, plus an hourly. And I still think I only made about $40,000 that year. So yeah, it's nice. But that's also like, that's the net though. I don't really know, or that's our gross. I don't really know what it looks like after that. We haven't really had a chance. Like, we know what we've spent and made, obviously, but we're not super aware on, like... We will be on, like, exactly how much went in and went out. Like, we'll have, like a number page. You know what I mean? A number page that explains everything. We obviously have, like, a handle on, like, what's spent, but we can't have, like, a this year we did this until, you know, like, end of it. Because, I mean, it really just started in, like... When did I quit? It was like 7 or 8 months ago. I thought that was a new message. I guess I only read the bottom half of that message earlier. I have made, so far, $39.63 from Twitch. I'm rocking it, dude. I haven't even made enough money to claim my money. I'm actually, I think it'll work. I think that'll work out pretty well. I'm actually in a pretty good position to make a streaming career work out, obviously. So I'm not like super hopeful. I'm not like, man, I need this to work. But dude, you know how cool it would be to bring in some cash from this? I think about that quite often. And I actually, like, I have kind of a plan based on like the financial fruitfulness of streaming. Right now, YouTube is one of the most like fruitful platforms you can potentially consider. Like, they have one of the highest RPMs, which is like basically what you get paid per like 1,000 views on a video. I can't remember if it's 1,000 or what the number is really, but let's just grab whatever. I don't even care. How many? Okay, this can't be right. This happened to me yesterday. I had like infinite decrees. There's no way that I had like 5 to claim just now. I claimed like way more than that the other day. It was fucking goofed. Anywho, YouTube has a very good RPM, and you actually make revenue from people watching your VODs. So YouTube is like one of the highest considerations for where I will like land. Because right now I simulcast the YouTube and Twitch. And at some point when one of them is paying me, they're going to ask me to stop doing the other one. In some cases, that's not the case, but basically you can't expect to do this forever and grab a deal with one of them. So I think about that time when I start having offers for like sponsorships, or not sponsorships, I already have those. Those come like really early and they're kind of lame. I'm only going to take sponsorship deals and brand deals that I want on top of that. But anywho, when it does come time for me to like pick a platform, I think I'm going to ask whoever is following me at that point to probably move to Kick. Kick has a much, from what I understand, a much better like viewer to creator relationship system. It's much better to interact with your creator there. And another thing is that they split it 90-10. So if you pay, I don't know what if there's like base cost or if you set your subscription cost, but if you pay somebody $10 for their subscription, that creator gets $9 and the platform takes $1. If you subscribe on Twitch for $5, the creator gets like $2 to $2.50. And on YouTube, it's like 70-30. So it's like, I wonder, I feel like I want to land in the place where people feel like they're paying me for not seeing ads with me rather than paying the the infrastructure to exist. You know what I mean? And of course we need to pay for an infrastructure to exist. But YouTube or Kick is definitely going to be where I land. And that's, see, that's one of the, he most likely has a contract and so much viewership that he gets to say, I'm going to keep streaming to multiple platforms or I'm not going to take your deal. So, you know what I mean? There's a, let's say if you have like 10,000 followers, they're going to expect some exclusivity out of you and they might make you follow some other rules. But Twitch and YouTube will write specific contracts for you. So I'm sure that that's like his. But when you sign up under their basic stuff, you usually have to, like if you're a small creator who's basically just like, you've been accepted, please follow the steps here. Usually you don't get too many rights to do other stuff. Like one thing I won't be allowed to do as an affiliate, from what I've read, is you know how it displays like my Twitch chat on YouTube. It also, like I have my YouTube chat on my overlay as well. I will not be allowed to display YouTube chat on Twitch because Twitch views that as me recommending them to get off of that platform. That's one of those things that like doesn't typically get enforced, but it's one of those things that ends up getting enforced on small creators and shit. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping like whatever deal I take, I also feel very adamantly about simulcasting. So it's going to have to be a part of it. Whenever I take an affiliate deal, I'm going to email them and say that like there's a 0% chance I'll quit streaming, remove me or don't. Or up, like I will keep streaming on both platforms. So either be okay with it or I just abandon this one. What is up? Oi, it's Merlin. How you doing, buddy? Okay. Can't shoot shit. You want soul frame? Do you have like a beta key or something? I'm not like itching for it, to be honest. And if you do have a beta key or some shit like that, I'd recommend looking for somebody who's actually trying to get it, honestly. Tired of holding on to my last code. You know what, man? I'll take it. Well, no, actually. As much as I kind of like, I don't think I want that game enough to take somebody's code. It'd make me happy if you find somebody who's like, God, yes, please give it to me. You know what I mean? If I'm being honest. I can't get rid of my last one. You know? Oh, thanks for the follow, buddy. I'll take it. You can message it to me. Because why not? Why not try it? I'm gonna want to play it. I don't... Can you message? Does that work? You can either message it to me on here, or you can join my Discord and put it there. And if somebody else snags it before me, that's fine. Either's fine. How did you get some keys? I want to know. It's always weird how like keys, like I've noticed this about Warframe, fucking random people will have codes for like skins and like all kinds of stuff. Like I just see random Reddit posts and dudes have like 5 or 6 12-digit codes or whatever to pass out, and they all work. I'm like, where do you guys get these from? Can I get some codes?
30 seconds remain. You walk the blade's edge.
Oh, is it a founder thing to give out, to get some get codes? I'm assuming you're a Soulframe founder. I'm guessing you bought into that package, but I'm betting you get codes in, like if you're a Warframe founder, I bet you get like regular codes too then. Nice. I feel like that's a really good investment for like if you're trying to grow as a streamer, to buy games with beta keys. That's a thing about growth that I was meant to mention earlier, Seer. I'm like, we've talked about this before. I'm not interested in like artificial growth. Like, obviously I don't want to buy viewers, and of course, I also really don't want to like come up with a phony fan base either. You know what I mean? Authentic. That's what I'm going to call myself. I am authentic. Oh, this hoodie's going to have to go. I'm going to bet that Soulframe is on all consoles as well. I'm going to bounce. I don't feel like being here. I was going to say defense is pretty easy, but I mean, it's going to happen again.
It will wait for you.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Sick. Oh, do. Does my... I'll set that up in a little bit. I am not questioning your choice. Oh, wait, where's it at? But if you don't care about growth that way, then making money isn't a priority. Therefore, the higher payout from Kick doesn't make sense to me. Assuming that they will like show up naturally over time instead of me going out and being like, please come watch. Like I do my own promotion on like Instagram, TikTok, and Yeah, Instagram and TikTok. I don't think I do. I think that's it. So what I mean is that I don't like making money is something that I feel cool about. Like I'm like really excited for it to happen. But I also am going to be frustrated if I like, let's say I do someday have a shitload of followers and I just watch half of my money go to Twitch. You know what I mean? And it's not that like I feel as a bit of a viewer too, right? Because if I go and I subscribe to somebody's channel, the only benefit I get is, you know, not watching ads, right? And I gave them like $2, but I spent 5. I want like, of course, there's like direct donations and stuff, but I genuinely also should mention that even though I am on Twitch, I am not a very big fan of them either. But I am a really big fan of YouTube and how they treat their creators. Twitch has a reputation for really, really, really fucking that up. Like, and this is another thing. I have no problem criticizing the hand that feeds me. And if Twitch doesn't like that, then they just like, I just won't be on their platform, if I'm being honest. Because I just, over the years, they've done so much stupid shit. And they have strayed into such a weird zone. I don't know. I think that the turn of the hot tub stream, when that became a thing. Oh, gotcha. Lawless wasteland of bots, scammers, and toxic people. Yeah, not surprised. Honestly, my experience with like bots and stuff, I can tell you like now, Twitch has been a fucking mess. If I didn't like, if there wasn't settings to basically keep people from messaging my chat without having followed me or having a verified phone number or having like an X days old account, literally, if I go turn all those settings off, my chat fills up with like, do you want to buy this? Do you want to buy an account? Do you want to buy this? Do you want to buy that? Do you want to buy a fucking Instagram account? Do you want to buy followers? That's something that I find like really fucked off is like why do I have to moderate that shit? I mean, I get it. I know I have to moderate my own chat. I get it. But how is Twitch not any better about finding like those types of accounts and restricting their ability to chat on their own? Don't trust Kick's infrastructure. Oh, that makes sense. Are they I know they're they're rather new, so they haven't really cemented themselves as a reliable place. That's just like whenever you kind of look at the raw numbers, that's all I've thought about so far, and the consideration hasn't gone much further than that. I think I'm going to land doing it exactly like I'm doing it right now. They are one bad day away from a breach. Isn't everybody though? Like, isn't that the thing about like cybersecurity? Is it's constantly a battle between you and like hackers. My sister works in cybersecurity and she's fucking full of herself. So I'm not gonna bring her into this conversation. She doesn't have a very valuable opinion. She's so fucking full of herself. Has so much pride about it. But isn't that kind of the thing about cybersecurity? Is it's like constantly like no one side is ever constantly ahead of the other. It's a fucking constant war. I mean, it's like every other week you're getting to sign up for some class action lawsuit where there was a data breach, right? You know what? That actually sounds pretty solid right now. See if I can get in there. Yeah. Some dude can hack into Kick with a flipper 0 and one program on his computer. Meanwhile, everybody else needs a lot more than that. Dude, man, it fucking blows me away how many companies get hacked like so regularly. Burst on, Cronin. We'll just switch to Zero. Atomos. We're going to do dual codas. And we're out of here. Gonna go to Arby's. I'm sure that something like that hasn't exactly improved a lot. Because like, I don't know, you are either secure. Okay, you know, this might be a good analogy. They say in the pest control business that it is not possible to not have bugs. It is just how well you manage them is the entire thing. So it's not whether or not people are going to try to hack you or get into your shit. It's how well you manage it. I kind of think that applies to cybersecurity. Yeah. Yeah. Not people who can just follow shit that they found online, like real hackers. Yeah. No, I totally, like, there is a very big distinction between somebody who's able to, like, I got into your email and I fucking reset your RuneScape and I fucking changed your password. Now I have your RuneScape. Like, there's that, right? There's, like, those people. And then there's dudes walking around with a fucking device in their pocket stealing selected credit card information from people who have exactly as much in their bank account to not notice the $27 go missing. There's people doing that shit too. There's that one real famous dude, that like white hat hacker that keeps getting on podcasts. I can't remember. I don't know his name, but he helps hunt people who are not good to kids. Anyways, he was talking about how he would like steal processing power from computers, like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of computers to farm for Bitcoin. Dude, I would cry if somebody got my RuneScape account. I mean, I would honestly, like, I'd get over it because I quit RuneScape, but I would be like, damn. Yeah, it's kind of like somebody stole my card collection. Like, of course I don't play RuneScape anymore, but having my account with all that stuff is important to me in its own way, you know? And, you know, another thing about, like, hackers is when they team up with a con man, they become invincible. They become invincible. You know, you got a guy who can call you and say the right stuff off of the phone. And, like, of course, like, a lot of security depends on, like, the shit you'll say over the phone, right? And I've heard some stories about, like, security guys get into a job and they start calling their own company and asking about somebody's work schedule, and the fucking person gives it to them, and then, you know, like, there's those things, but yeah. That's kind of, like, what the grand scheme of cybersecurity seemed like to me. We just keep fighting. Who is like the most I have also always perceived the battle against hackers to be fruitless, because it's not like, if they get in for 5 minutes, like, damage is done. They get in for 30 seconds, damage is done. You know what I mean? And they're going to get in. You know, if you got somebody constantly trying to invade your castle, a fucking dude's going to get in every now and then, right? And we've all seen Attack on Titan, bro. People sneak in. Oh, homie died? No. You have room? I do. I'm in an Arby at the moment. I don't feel too adamantly about staying. Make bounce.
Seer, in your opinion, who is the most secure company out there? It's okay to say Apple if it is Apple. I don't know if it is Apple, but I perceive them to be very good at privacy. At the very least, privacy / data protection. Because I remember that, like, I have an undying loyalty to them. You know what, Viper? Take me wherever you want to go. Unless you say no, then I'll go somewhere else. But we'll just follow you. Go do what you want, and I'll follow you along. Faction things for... Yeah, I did that yesterday. I unveiled a few of those like that. I guess both. Like what company would you trust most if they were a bank? You know what I mean? Yeah, we can talk about it. You can, or we can talk about it in Discord. You're the... All right. Fine. I say... I say sortie. It's precision rifle only to start, so... You know, either use Mesa or... which one is going to be Vectus, Incubus, Felt? But I have always heard really good things about Apple security, and I came up with an undying loyalty to them whenever... I can't remember what year it was, but there was a bombing, the Boston Marathon bombing, and the government tried to ask Apple for like a key to their phones. They were like, can you give us, a back door into your phones? And they were like, no. And of course, Apple just paid the government just paid somebody, Viper, you'll need to put on a precision rifle, and then we can start the sortie. But they basically said no. And of course, the FBI or whoever was interested in it just hired their own person to do it. And they eventually did it. Oh, no, you're good. I just didn't know. I didn't remember if I said it or not. Fast Apple devices run 2 operating systems: iOS, iPadOS, macOS. Underneath it has a second OS called ESP, Secure Enclave, which is there to handle encryption. I think that's... So many people like to dog on Apple for things, but they have I have always been under the impression that they've had top tier security.
Channel, I have just pinpointed the location of an enemy officer wanted. The officer is nearby. Track them down. There's the officer. Capture them.
Yeah, I know for a fact that there's somebody out there somewhere who would call that a bad feature. When you swap a part, shit stops working. You know what I mean? A lot of people dog on Apple, and I see a lot of hate for them. Definitely people who don't understand just how secure Apple can be. And if I'm being honest about the self-repair thing, how does this go? There's basically nothing that can't be self-repaired by the right professionals. And at some point, man, we got to let go of things needing to be repaired and just fucking replace them. Because if I smash up my screen and I'm like, okay, I can replace this, I'm not going to make a personal quarrel in my own head about Apple being a worse choice because they are more difficult to get a phone screen replaced with. I appreciate the open source modular effect that Android and Samsung has, but dude, you are I understand that their data management, they are basically just every file they receive instantly gets dumped into 5 million other data collectors who are selling your data to other companies and stuff. Which really confuses me on you would think selling so much of your data that they wouldn't have the exact same price tag as an Apple phone, right? 'Cause that's another thing that people fucking talk about all the time. They're like, Apple's so expensive. Like, bitch, have you seen how much like a fucking Android cost? Like, it's not that far off. It's not like there's a huge difference. Yeah. I was bringing it up because you did the anti-repair thing. I don't like. I have very strong opinions about not letting people fix their own shit. But on the other hand, like, there has to be some sort of understanding in when we made this thing, it performs 25% better if we make it in a way that's harder for the average person to service. Versus we made your part easier to service, but because of that, it is slightly less secure or it is slightly lesser in another way, right? And we can't pretend like Apple doesn't fucking repair stuff. They do repair stuff. And people do, like, there is somebody who can repair any Apple product within 50 miles of every fucking city. I promise. Void your warranty? Do you really care? Do you really care if you void your warranty? Are you wasting your money on warranties? Because let me tell you something about warranties. If you go to Best Buy and you buy a fucking brand new spanking TV, it's $4,000, and they say, listen, man, for $59.99 or for sorry, like $129.99, you can have a protection package on this. Gets replaced if you fuck it up. Good for 2 years. You know, if you took that $130 and put it in a fucking money market for the duration of that warranty, you could almost buy a new TV in some cases. Like, it is, warranties are fucking stupid. What up, Lisa? How you doing? Apple actually found a balance. The newer phones are way better at self-repair. Oh, nice. I'm doing solid. I'm solid like a good shit. God. I take that back. I didn't mean to say that. Can't go for a little swim? This is the most eventful sortie I think we've ever done. I love it when the sortie includes, like, free roam and Plains of Eidolon. It's so funny. It's like, let's go free roam for a little bit and then we get started. Nice. I thought that you forgot about your live chat because you're asking about Apple stuff. Honestly, I probably missed it for a second, but the order I like perceive things in, I just like read that message first. There's been a couple times where my fucking chat, what do you call it? The little like program I use or website I use to keep like YouTube and Twitch chat in the same little box so I can read them. Every once in a good while, that thing will like totally disconnect from one or the other platform. And then I'll watch the VOD back later and see people just fucking like stopping in, talk to themselves for a second and be like, I guess you're not seeing the chat, are you? What part are you trying to get? Huh? What? Stop spamming caps. Okay, Nightbot, you better fucking calm down.
Our position has been compromised. Defend the cargo until reinforcements arrive.
How do I turn them into not a moderator? I know, you just sent a sticker. Nightbot deleted this message. Also, no, it's only on PC right now. Ah, gotcha. All right, Nightbot. I can warn Nightbot. Timeout, Nightbot. All right, you're on timeout for 10 minutes, Nightbot. I have the standard settings on my bots mostly. So sorry about that. Nightbot you. Listen, what is going on here? Why is there like a sun? I think I grabbed Nightbot like second-handedly. I was just like, all right, a lot of people use Nightbot. I'll go ahead and snag it. But I haven't really set it up. I've heard a lot of good about Seribot. And what I'm actually going to do now that I used some of them for a little while, I think I'm basically just going to lean into the Stream Elements bot, if I'm being honest. Because it works pretty well. I might have like one for backup for like some sort of reason, but that's going to have to show up with experience. I'm going to have to figure out what I need when I know I need it, you know? But largely, like, Stream Elements and Twitch auto mod handles it. But people are pretty damn good about getting around like the keywords that bots are looking for nowadays too. You know what I mean? Like they type Discord with a dash in the middle. Because Discord is a really good word to ban because, like, okay, it's not the greatest word to ban. How do I say this? A lot of fucking scammers try to get you to go to Discord, so it's really good to have auto mod like double check those messages. Hold them for review. But because you can do that, they'll just type dis-cord and then still get through to your chat. So like, what's the fucking point of the bot in the first place? You know what I mean? Like, am I going to type in 300 different variations of one word just to keep it from being said? Nah, I'll just fucking ban you when you show up. And dude, Discord is so fucking scam heavy. Since I started streaming, people will add me on Discord based on like searching my name up. And then I'll go to their profile and I'll look at them and they'll have like a Twitch account in their bio, you know? And the Twitch account's got like 12 or 13,000 followers, right? So I go over to that person's Twitch, they're live, and I'm like, yo, are you currently on Discord trying to like connect with me and sell me bots or something? And they're like, no, I'm literally not on Discord. I'm like, cool. And then I learned like how fucking scam heavy people are to streamers, man. Yeah. Those have just been the private messages like straight to me so far too. You are eating a mod's job. I actually have some mods. They're not like always present, of course, but meh. For now, when I have like 7 total viewers, I don't really have to think about it too much. What the hell is that face? I'm here, goddammit. Yeah, I have a mod here right now. He's on YouTube though. And I need to I probably need to find some more mods over time though. A couple good people to hang out in the chat. I think mods are really good for like talking to people and shit. And they're really good for like if you're trying to relay a message to the streamer or to the person, usually you can contact the mods, like their inboxes are open usually. That's typically how, whenever I've been reporting like scams to people, because I mean, obviously like I report them on you know, Discord for impersonating other people, but then I go tell the streamer because there might be more steps that the actual person being impersonated can take than me. I don't know, but I'm sure there are. Mobile defense. At the moment, Lisa, not much else. I tend to be a pretty exclusive guy whenever I play games. Like when I played Valorant, I didn't really load up anything other than Valorant for many months. I don't know why. I think though, I think I'm gonna start spending a little time on like. There's a couple of like kind of games that I'm gonna stream are gonna be games with good communities. I think, honestly. So like Stardew Valley, Minecraft. But like I was the kind of person who like I played RuneScape, and if you ask me like what games do you play, like nah, I'm just playing RuneScape right now. You know what I mean?
I can't do this without you. Location reached. Drop me in and defend our position. I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment.
Pretty much the greatest of all time. That sounds like somebody who's the greatest of all time. Fuck. I give up on that sentence, man. You can assume what I was gonna say for yourselves. Oh, sure. Go ahead, ask away.
Still working on it.
Shadow Shield. Whew. The hammer was hovering. You can, Lisa, I haven't had much interest in working with graphics very much, if I'm being real with you. Because a lot of, like, I know I don't have the best graphics myself, but I've made them all myself, and my intent is to get good at making them. And when the day comes that I'm looking for a graphics artist, I will probably be looking for one. But that does not mean I don't want to have a conversation with you about it. If you could join my Discord and send me a message and see kind of what we're working with, because I don't... I don't know how to say what I'm trying to say, but what I'm trying to say is that I do have an interest in a conversation, but I am not super interested in graphics overall. So, like, something could work out. It's not a no. But, well, that's quite forward, honestly. It's possible, but I think what I'm trying to say is that we can definitely talk, but I wouldn't expect shit because I'm not totally sure on what I want for graphics, and when I make them, I kind of make them myself right now. So I would personally hate to pay for graphics at this stage in my career, if I'm being honest. It's been kind of like my, it's kind of a pride point for me to be a one-man army. I do my own editing. I do my own graphics. I do my own break scenes, do my own layouts. And there are definitely going to be facets of it that I'm not good at, but that's like the whole point of doing it, right? Is to become good at it. But if I really like your art style or something, that might be a different conversation. You know, I think you just created a new rule. If I'm being real with you, I think you just made a new rule. Because I do have something against no self promo, and I don't really know if that encompasses trying to sell your own graphics, but I kind of think it does. And not that I hate it, but I don't love it, to be honest with you. I respect the grind, and that is basically the saving grace at the moment. I think I've linked my Discord. Yeah. Stream Elements just linked my Discord. If you want to show me some of your work and stuff, definitely send it to my Discord. And my handle is if you have Instagram, actually, that might work for you, because if you've been posting your stuff, my name is the same across all platforms. I have a plug there. So sorry for that spam. I thought I changed that plug to be shorter to a link tree, but I guess I didn't. If you have Instagram and shit, I can definitely look through your artwork there much easier. Sweet. Artevia Galaria. All right, sweet. Sweet. I'll take a peek at it when I get a chance. Wait, was that the last stage of the sortie? There's no way, right? It was. Okay. Weird. Oh, yeah. I gotta follow you back for you to message me, don't I? Hey. What did I even get? What did I fucking get? This is my reward. What was my sortie reward? Got a mod drop chance? Oh, that's probably what we all got, isn't it? Nice. That's actually, I like that. I didn't see it at the bottom here, so I was like, what the fuck did I get? Well, Rust Patch, I guess you're hanging out. Let's see, what's next? That's good for Cascade Grind? Hell yeah. Wisp. Switch to Wisp. Let's do some Arbitration until my family wakes up. I don't love Interception, but be alright. Argo, and Vel, Zarr, and Cost Assist. Alright, let's go. Sweet. Appreciate it, man. Or lady. I appreciate it. You motherfucker, you. Lisa. You know, I knew a really fucking crazy girl named Lisa one time. She would come into my shop. I worked at a vape shop when I was a little younger, and she'd come in there. She would crash out like every day. Yeah, Seer, I should be on tonight. Got a lot of free time this week with the snow and no work. But she would come in like drunk, and she would crash out like begging for stuff. She threw up on the counter a couple times and on the floor. She got kicked out by like every employee. And it's the weirdest thing because she just kept coming back. We just kept helping her, but we kept kicking her out. I don't understand. Listen, just don't be like the other Lisa. That's not weird at all. That's actually really fucking awesome. Like, that's fucking incredible. There is no hype and no good behind drinking like people will lead you to believe. If you can avoid it for the entirety of your life, do it. Avoid it forever. I'm not just saying this as like an ex-alcoholic. Like I used to drink a lot. I'm not just saying it from that perspective. It's not good for anybody. Of course, you know, there's something to be said about having some here and there. But even then, it's easier to have none than it is to have some and not have any more. You know what I mean? Yeah. And no, you know, of course, you know, no hate, of course. I'm just saying, like, if you can avoid it, try to. Like, it's really hard to get addicted to a thing you've never tried, right? And no matter who fucking tells you it's fun or that you would enjoy doing it with them or you should drink with them, like, your life is always going to be better without it. And I don't mean, like, it's not totally, like, totally dismissing alcohol. It's just saying that, because I respect it. Like, I deeply fucking respect alcohol because it's an old thing. Do we have enough to revive that guy? We're not. We're kind of getting shreked. Oh, it's you. That's right. You're that guy. And no, you're good. Let me see here. So I'm gonna have to go do this. Need to find some of those. I need to take this. Summon a Clem to help us out. But anywho, I deeply respect alcohol because it's like an ancient creation, right? Like it is an ancient creation. People have been, I mean, we're not going to go there. Regardless of any books or anything or when it was invented, like alcohol is old. It's really old. And people have been using it to get fucked up for a long time. So I got some respect for it. But now the process of making alcohol and getting drunk is like, go to store, spend money. Before, you know how hard it was to get drunk before? All right, I got 4. Oh, somebody, damn. You're all the way over there. I need one more drone. You used to have to do a lot of work to make alcohol, right? So, you know when you cook food and you eat it, you're like, it tastes twice as good because you went through all the effort to cook it? Well, imagine drinking beer that you brewed from shit you grew. You know what I mean? Like that's different. That is way different. Yeah, I remember you talking about artisanal beers. I have a respect for the artisanal stuff, like the stuff that's hard to create, the stuff that takes aging and time. Like legitimate soy sauce. Legitimate soy sauce is fucking crazy. You guys should go on Amazon and you should look up. There's a lot of companies that make it, but there's like a very dominant one. It's got like a white and black label. It's very like, it's got a lot of kanjis or those types of letters on it. And it's like $30 for a bottle about this big, right? But it is fucking delicious. And it's legitimately made too. And like wasabi is another thing that most people don't make like real. Like it's not real most of the time. I don't like wasabi, but I do know that. And yeah, I'm with that too, because there is a long process. Some people were up. Somebody worked hundreds of hours to make some of those drinks. You know what I mean? Like hundreds. And in some cases, people actually worked generational families. Like there are, like the soy sauce business I was talking about, a batch starts and doesn't come out for like 70 or 80 years. Like you will never make soy sauce that you get to try as well. You just get to try something your great grandpa made 80 years ago, which is fucking weird. Okay, Stream Elements, you just popping in with all the fucking spam now, aren't you?
For you, peace.
We cannot allow the enemy to learn of our espionage. Eliminate the remaining enemy personnel.
I will say though, I do love weed. But that it was my preferred method of quitting much worse things. Like I am one of those types of people who's got to have something, and I went from powdered substances to this one, so I mean it's much better. Before I smoked, I couldn't like suspend my belief long enough to read a fucking book. Like I'd start reading a book, I'm like, oh, I know where this goes. Of course our protagonist wins. You know what I mean? Like there's some drama in the middle, but fucking blah. Like I know where this is going. And like I would like skip to the end and be like, see, I fucking told you. But then I started smoking weed and I was like, started watching TV and like I was just actually lost in a show. Like I started watching TV shows, I started reading books. And I did regret it. It's not for everybody. It's definitely not for everybody. But there are some interesting facts that kind of say that it quite possibly might be for everybody. I don't know if you know this or not, but for basically all of existence before humans started making laws, cows ate hemp and we ate cows, and they super condensed the nutrients from the hemp. And we evolved with that, and we evolved to have cannabinoid receptors. So therapeutically speaking, for a lot of people, it is the missing chemical that they need to be okay. But now, interestingly enough, we started feeding corn to cows, predominantly in America, and corn is very sugary. And if you've noticed, there's a trend in America where most people are obese. And it's generally only a problem here, and it's generally only a problem where we have corn-fed cows. Because corn is not fucking good for you. Some is good for you, but super condensed nutrient corn is not fucking good for you. A good way to put this, right? If you feed a mouse very good food, and then you feed that mouse to a snake, that is the most nutrient-dense fucking meal you can feed that snake. If you had given him the food that you gave the mouse, he would have got less benefit from it. So whenever cows eat corn and we eat cows, it is just like propping that door open for obesity. If we do work together, Lisa, I'm pretty much interested in kind of the whole thing. Something I plan to do in the next couple of months is, in the next month maybe, is to make all of my emotes for Twitch a very like small, and maybe we should talk more detail another time, but I'm basically looking for like the usual package of shit that people would get. And I've been working on them by myself over time. But, you know, like emotes, overlays, and shit like that. And I really, really, really appreciate simple. Like, simple shit. I like simple and modern designs quite a lot. Drones? Hell yeah, sounds good to me. Got a drone here. Got 3 tags all day. Need 2 more.
We have successfully decoded the message. Clear the area.
I'm going to be real with you guys. Every time I play Arbitration, I feel like people are not super fucking concerned with reviving people. Like, I know it happens. Like, I know people get revived. But the amount of times, like, I see situations like this, you know what I mean? Like, I just need anybody to stop by. Any one player that is not me can stop here and revive this guy. I mean, that's what community. Oh, I don't need anybody. I got me, myself, and I. Boink. I mean, I guess that's what communication's for, but you get the point. That's like my favorite new thing to do as Wisp is to teleport across the map, because I didn't know she could do that for like my first 100 hours of playing her. I had no clue. Clem. Grakata. I really like Wisp for the station, like Wisp or Octavia for like the stationary type arbitrations, like the ones where you can just hang out, like interception, survival. But yeah, I think that I'm gonna pick a couple supports and play a lot of them soon. Like I was playing Dante this morning, and if I get him a bit beefed up, he'll be a lot of fun to play. I don't really understand his kit very well. Like, I'm kind of getting it. Like, cast 2 things, cast your ult, and spread whatever you casted, like, multi. Like, you buff that thing and spread it. Or something. But I think he needs some ability strength. If I'm not mistaken. His, whatever you call it. Fucking... Yerm. What is it? That, like, slash attack? That, like... Presumably that's going to be a nuke. Okay, you know, they say Burstone's not very good without its Incarnon. I mean, I guess that might be why it's good, because it has the Incarnon crit chance and stuff, but still. Without the Incarnon activated, even just having the stats from it is enough to make this gun, like, so much better. Clem just keeps catching strays, man. Just keep shooting them. We are not getting much Vitus Essence. Should have played Necros. Might have 3 more by now, if that were the case. There's some sort of meta, like really meta way to do arbitrations. I don't really know what it is, but I'm pretty sure there's like a really good map for it because it's a dark sector. There's like, you know, resource or the mod drop booster or whatever booster you can take. Resource drop chance booster. Plus a couple of other aspects like Smita Kavad or whatever the things are that do the stuff. Anyways, I got into one of those lobbies one time. Like it just seemed like it was raining Vitus. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I got like 80 or 90 Vitus from that one. Which is pretty fucking crazy. A lot. That's a lot of Vitus. I bought decorations with it. All right. Okay. That was so fucking cool. That was like one of the coolest things ever. Just saw those dots and just painted them and they all died.
The enemy have deployed fierce reinforcements. Are you willing to stay and decode more messages? They are broadcasting another message. Make sure the enemy never receives it.
Be right back.
You have captured a radio tower. We have control of all 4 towers.
So, you know, I said there's a lot of snow. I'm gonna make you a funny haha build for mag. That sounds like fun. I'm in. You know, I said there's like a lot of snow out right now. The wind has patterned it into like perfect squares outside, and I think it has something to do with like my fence and like the wind coming around it or something. Either way, I just got a little bit of this is a simulation when I went outside. Because the snow looked like rendered shit in a 2000s game. You know, it looks like it's like rendered like repeating texture does, you know? Wait, can I get the oh, I don't have the rivens on. Vitus. Ooh, another 6? Damn. Have we ever thought about how fucking stupid these dropships are? Like, that guy drove around this whole thing and let us just pepper him until he got to there. I have a video somewhere. I have a clip of dropship dropping enemies off in the water on Orb Valley. Fuck you. Hey. Where are you going? Oh, there's a thing down here. Has there always been a thing down here? You know, I know they have a roguelike. I know we already have Duviri. But I was just thinking about what if they gave us like a top-down mega bonk next? I feel like that's what they fucking do at DE, man. They're just like what if we made Flappy Bird, bro? What if we you know what I mean? Like, yo, bro, Mortal Kombat's so cool. Let's make a Mortal Kombat in Warframe. And Steve's like, yeah. I want to be a fly on the wall for some of their choices so fucking bad, dude. Not that I'm judging their choices. It would just like, I just want to hear and like, does anybody in the room ever be like, oh my fucking God? Like, something I've been curious about is like whenever they suggested to make Marie LaRue, like whenever that design choice was first considered and pitched, I want to see the reaction of people in the room that was like, guys, Wisp, blonde nun. Like, was it like a mic drop moment for whoever suggested that? They're like, we're gonna make so much fucking money. Like, have they been waiting? Like, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. I don't know. I like to think about shit like that.
I have detected another message incoming. Capture and decode.
Oh, sure. Let me. I'll chat with you when I'm not streaming. Would probably be a better time. I'll take a peek of your stuff then. Oh, live reaction. What if I don't like it? What if I'm an honest guy? What if I don't like it? What if I say bad things about it? I wouldn't do that. But actually, like, I would. I learned from a boss that I worked with many years ago that when you're working with somebody who is selling their art, brutal honesty is better for them. So if I told you I didn't like something, it would be like, I think that's the best way to communicate. You know what I mean? It's something like I can attest to as a cook, as a chef. When people can't tell me things confidently, I do not like it. Yeah, yeah. And also, regardless of whether or not I like what you've already made, doesn't mean I won't like what you can make. You know what I mean? So I try not to really think too much about stuff like that. And I'm not like particularly the one to ask an artist to do something out of their scope. But I think you'll see what I mean. If you see like any of my logos anywhere, I like you'll kind of get an idea for the shit that I like. But I'll tell you what. I will make I'll support for support thing here. You followed me and stuff, and you've been hanging out. I'll check your shit out in just a moment. You like honesty, eh? I do. Because, I mean, no matter what people say, like, I get to choose what I want to do with it, too. You know what I mean? Like, somebody says, you're ugly as fuck. Like, that's honest, but I don't have to care about it. You know what I mean? Why are you so tanky? Is that an ambulance or whatever? Yoink. All right. Where the fuck did you go? There it is. So I had a couple of videos go viral on my Instagram, and I've got like 1 million views almost on one. So anytime I look at my notifications, it is just a fucking, it is just a mess. It is just a mess. There's no telling what the fuck is going on there. There's 3,000 usernames every second. But thankfully, it actually highlighted your follow here. It actually shows it, like, because you didn't come from the reel, you came from somewhere else. It's like, this person followed you, and it like totally isolated it. Oh, sick. You make like avatars and shit? Okay. I like your avatars. I'm not particularly interested in an avatar, so I'm gonna try to pay attention to like, what is it? Line work and stuff? Background art? You see, like, I like this D&D art commission you did. Basically, everything about it I like, and a lot of these I like. I like a lot of it, but to put it simply, if I were to have you make like one of these commissions for me, like you've made, it would basically just not have an avatar and have like maybe not even that like blocky text, maybe like neon text or something. But I do like it. It looks good. What art program do you use? Do you use like Canva, Procreate, Linear Sketch? Do you like working on an iPad? I'm just curious. I'm not like, this isn't like vetting you for whether or not I'm going to ever buy anything. I'm just curious like how you like to do it. Oh yeah, no problem. Mm-hmm. I like making my thumbnails on like iPad or iPhone. I like using Canva for that. I've gotten pretty familiar with Canva. Canva is very, very good. Maya, Adobe. In terms of animations, I use Blender. Yeah, the usual stuff, I guess. It is time for me to go. My family's waking up, and we're gonna go play in the snow. So, Viper, sorry to abandon you mid-mission. Oh, fuck. Well, I'm gonna lose some rewards, but that's okay. It happens. You guys have a good afternoon. I will see you later, or morning, or whatever. Make peace. If I can find the buttons. If possible, can I have your new few previous mins on IG? Sorry. Yeah, absolutely. You can clip it. You can clip whatever you'd like. I don't care. No problem. Have a good one.